fewer lapping you hit me. Oh, I didn't realize you were still down there, 87. I had to slam on the brakes to not pin you against the inside wall. Yep. I just put down a decent lap. Yep, 75 pushed. Yeah, it's 20 laps this time anyway. Even if I did it, we still have double the time. Nope, I caught it. I caught it, and I'll burp the throttle. Play 7-5.
Welcome everybody to the Mid-Atlantic Dirt All-Star Race from Eldora. This is the qualifier. It's a 20-lap qualifier to determine the starting order of the grid. So just hang tight and we'll get this thing going right after this.
Which one's that? The very top one? spotter never even talks. I doubt that. I ran my fastest lap out front. did a little tweaking to my toe links. Nine, 1930, that might be good enough for 12. Yeah. Were you screwing around?
We're going green this time, Muscle, so tell them to hang tight.
Yeah. Guys, we're going green this time. Just got confirmation from Kush. We are going racing the... Who the hell's blasting the damn music?
Our pole winner tonight is Crazy OG in the 13, and starting alongside him will be... Who's starting with him?
Damn.
Muscle Cars 24. So this is going to be the 28 and the 13 on your front row. Your second row is going to consist of the 87 and the 75. Let's see. We got the 41 and the 16. We got the 51 and the 38. You got the 54, and then you got the 50 rounding out the field. We're getting ready to go green right here.
150 flags enabled.
Yeah, we'll just put you in a shallow drive middle of 3 and 4. How's that sound?
All right, thanks everybody for tuning in this week. Hello, welcome everybody to the Mid-Atlantic Developmental Series Dirt Derby All-Star Race at Eldora. This is our second annual running this season. The winner last season was none other than Super G Kush. But this year, I'm up in the booth giving you guys the play-by-play. My partner in crime, Muscle Cars 24, will be in the race tonight driving the 28 truck. Also, we have Ellis Beast Mode TR in the 16. We got U Twinkie in the 75, Crazy OG in the 13, Tribe Fan in the 51. And these are just a few of the names from our regular season drivers. We also have Muscle Cars running this race, and he is not a regular in this series, but this is an exhibition race, and so when money's on the line, the big names show up. So let's see what happens, guys. Right now we're looking pretty good. This first lap, they're running side by side pretty clean, a few rows deep. Looking like the 13 has the advantage at this point right now. We'll see if he's able to hold on to that, or if the 28 gets a run on this high side. They're 3 wide behind them. Ooh, it looks like, who is that? The 75 gets up into the 87. They touch just a bit. You got the 51 down below the 87. This 13's holding strong though on that inside. He's in mid. He's in. We would call that the lower part of the track, midline. He's down right on that white line in the middle of the turn. Ooh, the 51 is inside the 75, and he got into him. He looks like he's just sending that thing. Look at him. He's shooting up the track.
It's fine. It's just scraping.
Other than that, though, we got a pretty good race here at the front, guys. We got this 13. He's holding pretty strong right now. Of course, this is dirt, so we'll see what happens a little bit later in the run. But this 28's been able to hold pretty strong on that outside. And they've been running side by side for the last 5 laps. This is, first stage has got 40 laps, so we're about 30, got about 35 more laps to go. Once again, I want to thank everybody who showed up tonight to watch the race. We appreciate you guys. I also want to thank our sponsors. Tonight's race was sponsored by Mid-Atlantic Motorsports, Mad Gamers, Mid-Atlantic Gaming, and as well as Super G Kush also. So thanks to all our sponsors and everybody. We're still here at the front, man. They're going crazy. They're going at it pretty tough here. We'll watch from the helicopter view here. And the 28 seems like, what's he going to do? He's going to try to maybe make a move down below the 13. I don't know if he's going to get... he's there. He's definitely there. They touch a bit. It just looks like that 13 is just really, really strong. That runoff on the exit is just... That 28, it looks like he's trying to set him up. Oh, no. The 13 clears him. And we're running back single file. So that was a good little try. Behind these two, looks like we got the 75, a Twinkie, the 51. Oh, they're 3 wide, man. Okay. You got Elvin Priest in the 87. He's making a move on the inside. Looks like they're fighting for 3rd place. Pretty tough back there. These top 2 guys are nose to tail. They're kind of running away from the field a little bit. Just a bit, not too much. The 51 looks pretty strong, though. Come back here and ride along with Priest. He's not a dirt guy, he says, so we'll see how he does. He's a younger guy. He's pretty clean. He's been running really good this season. All right, let's get some more action out here, guys. We got the 75. He's running at the 51. I'm back here riding on board with the 41. He looks like he's just a little off the pace. We got the 16. There's the 51. We're on board with the 51. He looks like he's trying to run down the leaders. We got a pass for the lead, folks. Looks like Muscle Cars 24 and the 28 was able to pass and clear the 13 that last turn. Let's see what in his Flex Seal Chevy. Been some pretty good racing up front for the most part. They're slinging dirt, side by side racing. It's a battle of the makes. You got a Chevy versus a Ford. You got a dirt guy versus an asphalt guy. Who's gonna get it done tonight, folks? Who is gonna get it done? Behind them, we got the 75. Him and the 51 look to be going at it. Oh, it looks like we may have a pass for the lead here, guys. They're side by side again up here up front. Let's keep an eye on this. 13. Oh, that 28's getting a run, but I don't know. That 13 stayed right there. He's got that thing digging, man. Are they going to touch? They do not touch. Man, this is some good racing up front. Looks like the 13 may prevail. $17 of 40 laps. $13 clears him, but it looks like we got a crossover by the 28. And the 28's going to try to make a move, and he just stalls out. Looked like somebody just put a plow on the front of that truck, and he just dug in, man. He lost a ton of momentum right there. And they're gonna single this thing out now. So let's run back here. See what we got going back here. Looks like the 16 moved up a 1 position. '51 truck spun out, I'm hearing over the radio. That'd be Tribe Fan. He was one of our top runners. These trucks do get loose, a little free over a long run. So it does take a little bit of getting used to. It depends on what setup these guys run tonight too, because this is also a non-setup race. So they pick between 1 through 9, I believe it is, in the setup. So anybody, they could be running any setup from 1 through 9. You know, from 1 being really, really tight and 6 being, you know, balanced, and 9 being loose. So, well, we got the 16 right now. He's around. Let's get on board with the 51 and see where he's at. He's still on track, so. Super Roofer in the 54. This is Joshua Michael Brown in the 50 truck. Another new driver. I think we had another driver. Lazy Dog was in the race, but looks like he may have retired in the 38 truck. We're back on board here with this Aris Haas Flex Seal 28 Chevy truck driven by Muscle Cars 24. That's a lot to say right there, boys. He's looking pretty good right here. They look like they're trying to make a move. The 13 is under the 51, which is also a lap car. That's Joshua Michael Brown. We'll see if this 50, the 50 and the 51 give these guys a problem as they come through the field with the lap cars. As of right now, it seems to be no problem though. Pretty clean. Oh, he come down right there. Got loose, it looked like, and he just come down. They touched just a bit. But it looks like Muscle Cars is going to be able to get through there no problem. We got a battle here. The 16's going for, what is that, 9th position. Or no, that's a lap car. He's a lap car. He's racing right now. They're not racing for position. He's racing to try to stay on the lead lap. He doesn't want to go behind it. He's racing Elvin Priest here in the 87. They're racing each other pretty tough right here. Clean. See from the 41's NS. This guy NS in the 41, he's sitting second in points right now with a pretty good lead over third. It looks like he's just hanging in there. It's lap 27 of 40. So these guys are just hanging on right now. It looks like everybody's pretty spread out. Looks like we got the 51 under attack. Threat to going down a lap by the 13, and man, look at this. Whoa! I don't know what happened right there. He's way off the pace. It looked like he got into our leaders as that race for the lead was starting to tighten up, and the 28 had a run. He looked like he was getting ready to make a move on the 13. He had that thing dialed in, reeling him in. Not quite sure what happened there. We'll have to wait until after the race, and we'll get post-race reactions from all the drivers and find out how they feel. But hey, you know, tonight's race is a non-points race. It's an exhibition race. $25 PlayStation Network card on the line tonight. Winner takes all. Doesn't matter where you finish in the first stage or the second stage. It's where you finish when that checkered flag is waved. So we'll see who the winner is tonight. It's definitely going to be a new winner, because the winner from last season, well, I'm right here. I'm broadcasting, so there's no way I can win from the broadcast booth. So we will have a new winner tonight of the All-Star race. Looks like we're on lap 32 of 40. As the laps wind down, got about 7-8 laps to go. We still got this battle right here. I don't know if this is for a... I'm pretty sure this is not for position. This is lap car. But this 16 just will not go away.
And they did it without power steering.
This 13 Crazy OG, man, I tell you what, man, he's accumulated the most points in the last 3 weeks out of any driver in this league. So this second half of the season, if he continues this trend, I would believe that he may be in striking distance for maybe possibly even a championship run. So we'll have to see. He'll also be running in our Xfinity series that starts up next Monday night at Daytona. He's closing in on this 54 of Super Roofer. We've got about 2 laps to go. The 54 is a round, so if you got, watch out, man. That 54 is a round in the middle of 1 and 2. It looked like the 16 was able to make up 2 positions there. It looked like he did. He passed Elvin Priest and the 41 of NS. So he's up to 7th, from 9th to 7th. So he's gained 2 positions. He's the driver on the move right now. 75 clears the 54. 51's back here. He looks like he's a little off the pace, but we're back up front with this 13. And that right there is going to be your stage 1 winner, ladies and gentlemen, the 13. Congratulations, Crazy OG.
Dude, Crazy, I had a huge ass run on you whenever you got the 51.
All right, here we go, guys. We're going to kick this thing off right here. Stage 2. It's coming up here shortly. These guys are changing tire pressures and all that good stuff.
Adjustments, fresh tires.
And get these trucks straightened away, man. We got the 75 U Twinkie and the 13
you can also do it to get the
Crazy OG.
Starting
this thing out up front. Let's see how this thing goes. And they're off. The 13. Ooh, that's a pretty good strong run on that high side for the 75. But the 13 looks like he may prevail as he's got the 28 on the bottom side with him. And them 2 guys have been running very good together all night. So it looks like we're going to have a little bit of the same. And the 13 does clear the 75. In fact, he's got this lead and he clears him. And he's got about a quarter of a car length. Oh, it looks like the 75 closes up just a bit to the rear. The 28's trying to look to the inside, but we got a race behind them as well, folks, as the 16 is on the move. He is looking, he hits the barrels. The 41 and the 16 get into the barrels. I'm not sure if that brings out a caution, but they are definitely around. They got 2 low, and they hit the inside barrel, so we'll have to pay attention to that closely and see how that works out. Looks like the 16's back up to speed.
That worked out well because he did knock me into the inside wall.
The 16's back up to speed. Let's see if he can go make a few moves and get his truck back up to where it needs to be. or where he feels it may need to be at. The Super Roofers up here. Looks like him and Joshua Michael, they picked up a few positions with the 41 and the 16 wrecking a lap ago. Joshua Michael's looking pretty good right here on this run. A few runs ago, he was like, oh, well, he gets a little loose right there. Let's see up here in the front, they're single file, 1 through 4. We're on board right now with 13 of Crazy OG. Liberty Tax, Ford F-150. He's just smooth, man. He's a dirt guy, so he knows his way around this track. It's a little different in a truck. Looks like we had a spin in the back. The 16 got loose and turned around. 87 of Elvin Priest here. 4th position. Running pretty solid. He's a newcomer in the league so far this year. But he competes. He's a strong competitor. And that's what we are looking for at Mid-Atlantic Motorsports. This Mid-Atlantic Racing League. We're looking forward to the tough battles on the tracks for a lot of these drivers. But right now we got, it seems to be the class of the field is the 13. As he looks to run up on the 16 and put him another lap, or, well, put him a lap down again, because I think the 16 got the lucky dog on the last during the stage. Yeah, Elvin Priest, he is 6th in points right now, with 1 stage win, 1 top 3, and 2 top 5s. So he's been pretty solid this year. That's through 5 races. So, and this would be considered the 6th race, but this is a non-points race. It's an exhibition race, so this is more or less, this is a have at her, boys. It's a money race. This is when the lights shine the brightest. The stars come out. That's why we got names like Muscle Cars 24 in the race tonight. We got a couple dirt ringers, as well as, you know, Crazy OG himself. He is a dirt ringer himself. He's a dirt guy. So this is his. He's at home right here. This is what he does. And I believe he's 5th in points right now. I just got word that our points leader, the 19 of Frankfurt, he's got a 9 points lead over NS 60185, and he's going to be gone for the next 10 days on a call of duty. He's in, I believe it's the Marines. I'm not sure exactly. I have to find out from him, and I give you guys an exact confirmation on what branch he's in. But either way, he's serving the country, and he'll be gone for the next 10 days. So, and he is our points leader. So this race won't hurt him, but the next race may hurt him. But if he's back by Dover, from what I hear, he's got a bad fast truck at Dover, so we'll have to see. But it looks like we're having that same transition that we saw the last stage, and the 28's here. Again, he's knocking at that door of that 13. He just seems to be a lot more consistent, or a lot better over a long run. He just seems to be able to just reel him in. And right now he's to the inside, and he's got a really good looking truck. He's able to hold that bottom, and just, man, look at that run he gets on the exit. He's going to be able to clear him. Well, it's gonna, yeah, he's got him cleared for sure. He definitely cleared him. He's got him by about a half a car length. He's got him by a full truck length right now, going into 3 and 4 on the exit. Let's see, 13, ooh, hits the wall. That's going to cost him a little bit of time, but maybe not. That may have helped him on his entry. Near the tires right there. They're sliding, they're slipping, they're sliding. They're under the lights. It's Eldora. It's dirt. It's the trucks. Mid-Atlantic Racing League. By the way, the guy leading the race right now was a Truck Series champion 2 seasons ago. So no surprise that he knows his way to the front. He's kind of sneaky fast tonight, it looks like. He's got that long run truck. We'll see if this 13's able to make a move or run up on him as we're, what is this? It looks like we're on lap 19 of 46. So this stage is about 6 laps longer than the first stage. We got a lap car just in front of these guys. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Are we able to get by? Oh, man, we got 2 lap cars. Man, this is going to get interesting, boys and girls. This is going to change some things. Maybe not. Maybe so. Ooh, the 41 up into the leader, the 28. How is this going to work out? Man, looks like the 28 had a... Whew, man, he had a rough time getting through there, but he's able to hang on. And, man, he's staying right there. See, they're going to try to get on the inside of the 16. Let's see, how are we looking? The 16, they clear the 16. The 16 comes down. Y'all know what position. The 16's in 8th place, so I'm not sure if he's racing for position back there or not. But I know this right here, we're on board with the leaders, and this is for a position. All right, yeah, so we got this lead up front, and it's been these 2 trucks this whole race. Let's see, so I'm guessing we're probably on lap 26 of 46. We got the 28, man, he just got a really good run. They touch, but that doesn't seem to bother neither one of these guys. Whoa, we got something happening back here, though, boys and girls. We got a truck around, it looks like. 16 is around, and it looked like the other truck was maybe possibly the 54. I'm not sure what transpired there. But up front, we're back up front with the 13 and the 28. We're side by side. '28 has the lead. 13 in second. Alright, we had to take a break real quick. And we're back. Live. And pretty much the same. We got the 28 and the 13 up front. 87 and the 41. We got the 87 looking like he's trying to make a pass on the 41 on the inside. And he's able to make that pass and clear. 75 in third. Whoa, the 51's up the track, and man, he's up the track, and he's in the way, it looked like, possibly of a few of the drivers. Some of these guys may be able to clear him. As we're on board with the 16, and it looks like the leaders are getting ready to pass and lap him in a few laps. He's running 9th. check out these 51. He was off the pace quite a bit. Looks like he's got her back turned around and heading in the right direction now. There's a 54. We ain't talked about him much. This is Super Roofer. He's another guy that's new to our league. But he's a solid driver. He's pretty clean. I normally don't hear anybody complain about him during a race. He's generally one of the top, I'd say he's a top 5 driver in the league so far. So look forward to seeing what he can do next week at Michigan when points are on the line. Our next points race is next Monday, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time Zone. So if you guys like what you see tonight, don't forget to tune in next week. We are missing a few of our regular drivers, but as this not being a points race, it is an optional race to run. We also have drivers that entered the race who are not points drivers officially yet. They have not run a points race yet. So with that being said, this is an exhibition, and it's a winner take all. $25 PSN card. Not too bad for about, I'd say, about 40, 50 minutes worth of work, if that. So less than an hour, 25 bucks. Not bad. And I think the best thing about this...
We just had a caution, Kush. I don't know what caused it.
Okay, caution is out, boys and girls. We're going to have 71 laps total. Caution's out with Muscle Cars 24 in first, Crazy OG second, U Twinkie third, Elvin Priest fourth, NS fifth, Super Roofer sixth, Tribe Fan seventh, Joshua Michael eighth, Beast Mode ninth, and Lazy Dog 10th. 83 laps down. You got Beast Mode 4 laps down, Joshua Michael 4 laps down, Tribe Fan 2 laps down, Super Roofer 1 lap down, and NS 1 lap down. I would believe that the 5th and 6th place drivers will possibly get their laps back. At least one of them will. Maybe not. It's like Twinkie's going to stay out, so that may not. Let's see. One got the free pass. They both got their lap back. 1 lap down for Joshua Michael, 2 laps down for Beast Mode. And we're back green. I'm not sure what caused the caution, but we are back green. With how many laps do we got to go, Muscles?
4.
We have 4 laps to go. So we'll see. This is a pretty good little shootout. 75 seemed to shoot out pretty good. We'll see if he can hang on to it for another 3 laps. 16's right here with these guys. Like I said, he had a fast truck all night. I think he got caught up in some stuff earlier, and it cost him a little bit. So we'll see how we'll pay attention to that if he gets his lap back and if he's able to make a difference. But man, the 28 and the 75, they are going at it for that inside line. Looks like the 75 darn near turned the 28. He come across his nose. And they're off. The 51, it looks like the 51 may have retired as well, folks. So we'll have to pay attention to that as well. So we're coming for probably the 1 to go. And that's the way things are right now. Look at 13's on the inside of the 75. We're going to definitely have a change of position there. And that right there is your stage, ladies and gentlemen. Muscle Cars, congratulations on your stage win. Let's dial in Muscle Cars real quick. Hey, Muscles, you got a copy?
Yeah.
All right, this is Super G Kush up in the booth, man. You just got yourself a stage win. You come in, what, second, the first stage?
That's right.
How do you like your chances on trying to win that $25 gift card, man?
I think it's pretty good. It seems like it's going to come down to me in 13.
Yeah, I think your truck looks a little bit better on the long run. But anyways, I'm not going to keep you too long, man. Good luck, and we'll see you next week up here in the booth, man.
Thank you.
getting ready to go back green. We got the 28 in first, the 13 in second. That's your front row. And they're off. Got under 100 laps. They're 3 wide, man. The 16 inside the 87. Back to the bottom of the track. He's got the 41 on the inside of him. I'm not sure what's going on, but man, they're getting crazy back here. I'm not sure if this is all for position or not. I think the 16's still a lap down. But this is some darn good racing. We got the 28. He's out, man. He looked like he just checked out, man. We just talked to him live, and I would have to say I'd probably bet, if I had to bet, I'd bet on him if I had to bet on anybody as far as this race, because from what I've seen, he's just got the long run truck. So with that 13 strong as well, and that 75 come to life these last few restarts. So I don't know what's going on with him, but he's definitely come to life. Muscle set sail, man. He's a good man. He's a ways ahead right now. He was able to break away. That 75 and that 13, they're fighting it out pretty tough back there. And well, maybe not. Only the 13 might have got by him. And let's see, we got Elvin Priest back here. Looks like the 16 got taken out 2 laps ago. We'll see how he recovers now from that. He's been taken out a few times tonight. But that's part of racing, man. That's dirt racing as well, man. You got to keep that thing going forward. Can't point fingers. You just got to race. That, I believe, is for position. The 16 and the 50. Man, they are going at it pretty rough right here. 16's able to clear him. That 51 looked like he was not trying to give that position up, which I don't blame him. But the only position that matters tonight is first. So it doesn't matter if you finish 5th and you're happy and you're generally a top, you're top 15 driver and you finish 5th tonight. Guess what, man? That doesn't make a difference. The only position that makes and or matters tonight is that top spot. So we're right on board with the 13 right now, and he's found the rooster tails that the 28's, he is out of there, guys. I'm not sure if he's closing in. It doesn't look like he's closing in, and if he is, he's not doing it fast enough to be able to, I don't think, to make a difference. He's getting a run. That 28 gets a really good run on the exit. I think the 13 might beat him in just a little bit, but the 28 gets a really good run on that exit. It looks like he's entering a little bit higher, and he brings it down, and then he lets it just kind of, go towards the wall on the exit, and he repeats it in 3 and 4. So he's pretty smooth right now. By the way, he's running a controller. I believe Crazy OG here in the 13, he's running a wheel. So I don't know if you can really tell the difference between these two. They both were driving very, very well, but that's the difference. Some people ask, hey, are wheels better than controllers or controller? I don't know, man. You got 2 really good drivers right here, and both of them are driving opposites, so. And we're seeing some really good racing, so I They got a little battle up here. Man, I believe right there's for 7th position. That's the 50 and the 16, just ahead of these two drivers here. And as we're right along board with Joshua Michael. And let's see, do I see that? Yeah, I see that 28 truck as he just pops in that. And the 50 gets a run on the 16. Woo, man, he got in there. He got loose on exit, it looks like. Oh, man, they get into each other. But, man, they're really battling hard right here for this position. 7th position really matters to these guys back here. Right back on board with the 13. It don't seem like he's made up any ground here, folks. Now we're on board with your leader, Muscle Cars 24. Gets the inside wall, up the track he goes, and he's back down the track into the 50, the 50 up into the 16, and that's going to turn, that's going to be, that looks like that's definitely a caution. Go ahead and throw the manual muscles.
Kush is calling caution, guys.
Manual. Jibber, go in there and let them know that there's a caution.
Yep.
Go ahead and get your laps
What
back
is up?
there. Hey, what's going on, man? Thanks for showing up and thanks for showing up, man. Hey, anybody, let them know if they're a lap down, go ahead and get their lap back. Let everybody get their lap back.
Down, go ahead and get your lap back.
You're going around now. Are you already doing it, Bear? All right.
We're going to be going next time. Bye, Kush.
All right. So not this time, but the next time.
So the 16 and the 51 behind us. 13 would. Yeah, he's just getting laps back.
Go next lap. Just keep pace and go next lap. Don't go this time.
Oh, Kush just say go next lap.
Yeah. Let these guys get their laps back.
Yep.
Let's make it interesting. Let them get their laps back.
Yeah, start and finish line would probably be fine. I don't see any lines that indicate a restart box.
Yep, start finish line is good. You guys are going green this time by though. Might as well slow it up, Bear. You got enough of them back. You can't get no more back now, buddy. They're going green this time.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
And they're green. They're off. We're back green at Eldora. Oh, man. These guys are 3, 4 wide back here, man. Jeesh. 16 and the 41 are going at it, man. I believe something happened earlier in the race with these two, and that could be something that's carrying over from then to now. They got into each other, I believe, earlier in the race, and it caused them both to lose quite a few positions, and that may possibly be why the 16 is so many laps down. So we'll pay attention to that.
That's fine. I was loose.
What's up, race fan?
That's fine. I was loose.
What's up, race? How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the race, bud. Once again, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Mid-Atlantic Gaming, Mad Gamers, Mid-Atlantic Racing League, Mid-Atlantic MotorSports, and Super G Kush. Thanks. These two here are going at it pretty well. A lot of side-by-side racing today with these two drivers here. They've impressed. So, man, the 16 just barely missed the two parked trucks on the inside right there. Man, that was close. He lost a lot of time right there on the exit, though. Almost like his truck stalled. Looks like he's really, really sideways. They're 3 wide. And this is pretty good racing. The kid in the 16 truck, he's in 6th grade, so it's kind of impressive. If he could hold that thing together, he'd be hauling. That thing is big and fast. All right, let's get back up here to the front. Let's see. It's a pretty good look right here from Joshua Michael, the 50 truck. Ooh, the 87 into the wall. That's going to allow the 16 and the 15 50 by. My bad. So the 87 is going to do a crossover move to get right back under the 50 and complete that pass. We're back up front. These two single file for the most part. They might be just rolling to about 5 to go, and then maybe we'll see some action here. Got a Twinkie, the 75, up in 3rd. Elvin Priest in the 87, he just got passed by the 16. All these guys are getting passed by the 16 truck. He's about 2 laps down, and he's bad fast. He's just laps down. So the best thing he can hope for right now is another caution to come out. Another caution comes out for him, and that could potentially put him back on the lead lap and in position to have a little bit better finishing night than where he's at right now. I believe he's in 7th place. He has 28 laps to go, so that would mean there's 26 laps to go for the leaders. The 16 closed right up on the 20, and he's going to make a move. He's looking like he's going to make a move on the inside. He's looking to the inside here. Is he able to make this pass, though? Is he going to be able to make this pass? Let's see. He's holding pretty good speed. Oh, man. Looks like the 28 washes up just a bit, and the 16 is going to be able to make that pass. 28 just gets into the wall. He doesn't clear him, but he's got his nose out front. Right there, they're about even. But on exit, it looks like the 13's got him just on entry. The 28 closes right there. See how his drive off right here on exit. Wow, that was close at the stripe.
We're side by side.
He just gets a mean run right there. 28. Let's see, does he get him this time at the stripe? It's going to be close. It's the 13 again. So, man, these guys, they're having some pretty close. I would say them guys, they're within a tenth. They're not even, half a tenth. Not, they're within a few milliseconds of each other. They're very, very close. Get it turned around, buddy. Ooh, 28's got to run on the inside. This is where it seems like these guys are making their passes, is on that inside. Not too many's been able to make that outside really work. This 28 looks like he's gonna force the issue a little bit. I believe he led that lap. Let's see. We'll watch from the overhead. Ooh, he is in the lead. He cleared him for a second. He's cleared right now, clear. And now that 13 just gets that run on that high side. But he is cleared, completely clear now. We do have a new leader, the 28, Muscle Cars. 28. Back to the lead. These two trucks are your Stage 1 and Stage 2 winners. With the 13 winning Stage 1 and the 28 winning Stage 2. So I believe it's going to come down to these two guys, and they're coming up on lap traffic, and the 16's into the wall. Man, that looks like another caution, boys and girls, possibly. You want to throw that thing, or are you good, Muscles? You great?
I'm good.
All right, cool. So they're green. No harm, no foul.
I'm good. Me and 13 stayed together.
They spun out. A lap car spun out in front of the leader, so that was kind of scary for a second. If I was the leader, we've seen that happen to the 28 in the first stage, and we can only sit and wonder what would have happened had he not got hit and lost so much time to that 13 in that first stage. Maybe he sweeps both stages. So. As of right now, just real hard racing. And hey, Devin, if you're watching, buddy, this is what hard racing looks like. Devin Strother 18, if you're watching, buddy, this is what hard racing looks like. Good, hard, clean racing. This is how it's done. Dives to the inside the 28. Let's go back through the field and see. Everybody seems to be pretty spread out for the most part. All right,
side by side still.
We're back from break. Sorry, can't talk right now. We're back from break, and we have a little bit more of the same. You got the 28 and the 13 side by side up front with a really big lead over second place. But right now we got the 28. He just about, he's a nose, quarter of a car out front. But they're running side by side, and this has been all night long. I mean, there's not an empty seat in this place, man. They sold out early. And they're getting one heck of a show tonight. Yeah, Elvin Priest back here in fourth. $75 a you Twinkie, or a Twinkie I should say. Sorry about that. And he's coming up on a lap car. Old Joshua Mike won the 50. And just remember, guys, this is the developmental series, so don't expect, we got a lot of drivers that we're trying to help and help develop at the same time. So well, it's not necessarily our pro series. It's more or less our middle series just before you get to the pro series. That starts up this Monday. Xfinity cars, it's the Xfinity series. And we'll crown maybe a new champion, or maybe we'll see if Super G can go for 5 in a row. So we'll have to pay attention to that too. Also this year, a new addition to the schedule. We used to run our All-Star race at Charlotte. Now we're going to run our All-Star race here at Eldora, but in a totally different car, dirt late models. So pay attention to that. And I believe that's going to be, somewhere it's going to be either a $25 gift card, it could be a $50 one towards PSN. So we'll have to see. I'll know more on that the closer we get to the date. We're still about, I'd say we're a good 6 weeks away from that. So
gonna get there. Yeah, good race it. Muscle.
I It looks like that's going to be the race right there. I believe that the 28, looks like the 28 won that race, boys and girls.
That's correct. Also ran a new personal best during that race.
What'd you end up getting there, man?
The last time I checked it was a .514.
Okay. Well, that was a close race either way. Really good race, and I appreciate you guys. We got Muscle Cars in first, the 13 of Crazy OG, a Twinkie in third, Elvin Priest, NS, Super Roofer, Ellis Beast Mode, Joshua Michael, Tribe Fan, Lazy, bringing up. So we had a 10-car field tonight. Not too bad for a dirt truck race here at Eldora. And this is our second annual. And our winner, we will talk to our winner here in a second, but this is our second annual truck race. Let's go ahead and see who had the fastest lap. My money's on the 13. Yeah, I was right. 13. There's a 13. All right. Well, let's see. Let's talk to our winner. So, Muscles, you got a copy, man?
Yep, I do. Got you, Kush.
Okay, man. Well, you got it done. You are a winner. Not only a winner, but you won a little bit of cash, a little bit of, not too much, but a little bit of cash tonight. So, hey, man, congratulations. So, it wasn't off or not.
That's what I showed up to do.
Yeah, so it wasn't off or not. I was going to say, man, I was going to give you some. I was going to say, hey, man, if you come down there and you race that, you don't commentate with me, man. You make me do it alone. Say, hey, man, it was worth it for you. So, yeah, congratulations, man.
Well, it looks like it might have been a boring race for first if I didn't show up. It looks like the 13 would have just ran away with it.
Well, with the trucks that showed up, you're probably right. So, yeah, man, we had 10 drivers, and like I said, that first stage, it looked like you were closing in on the first stage too, and it looked like you got caught up in a little bit of an incident.
So what happened was the last two turns, as the 13 man moved below the 51, the 51 would squeeze him to the wall, and then he did that once. That I went to the outside and got a huge run, and that's wherever 13 bounced off the wall and knocked him up the track into me.
Okay, well that's crazy. Well, man, get with me after this race because I got your money for you, man. So just hang tight. I'm gonna talk to a few more drivers. I'm trying to do that while coughing. Sorry, man. All right, let's unmute a few of these guys and see who else. Let's talk to the 13 real quick. Hey, 13, you got a copy? What's going on, brother? Good racing out there. Side by side. A lot of side by side racing, man. It didn't look tough, man. It looked pretty easy from up here the way you guys were driving. Okay. Well, it looked like you guys both had some runs throughout the race on each other, but it looked like the 28 was just a little bit better maybe on the long run. He could catch you because you would stretch it out there in the beginning. You'd be out, boom, gone, right away, and then he kind of run you down there at the end. But hey, you had the fastest lap, 19.4, I believe. I don't know exactly the exact number, but it was 19.4, I do believe. If this was a points race, man, shit, you would have racked up some points today, man. So, Michigan next week. Yeah. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Wouldn't that be wonderful, man? It wouldn't put you nowheres in points. You wouldn't get no points. What would happen was you would get the check and he would get the points, and he would get the points for the win basically, because you know what I mean. But yeah, okay. Well, shit, man. Congratulations. I don't know. We had quite a few people watching this race tonight, and yeah, man, you guys gave them a pretty good show. So we appreciate and you're coming on strong, 13. You're my sleeper, brother, for the second half of this season. So I mean, I think you accumulated the most points the last 3 races. So. Good hard racing, man. Good clean racing. Like I said, hey, Devin Strother, if you're watching this, man, that's how you race hard but clean. That's how you race hard but clean. Okay? Anyways, but congratulations, guys. I'm going to try to talk to a couple more of these guys and see what's going on. Them lap cars look like they were tough to pass tonight. I know that, man.
Yeah, that 51 before he quit, he was raging about the 16 about something.
Well, he kept door banging the 16. I watched that. He couldn't pass him. The 16 was probably the fourth or fifth best truck all night. Because I would say Twinkie was in front of a Twinkie was a little bit better than him, and then it was the 16, and then it was the 87. The 16 was just a little bit better than the 87.
It seemed like the 16 got loose off the tail end of the exit every time because he would like keep running, and then all of a sudden straightaway his truck would come down to like mid track on the straightaways.
Well, I told him he should have probably ran the 5. He ran a 6. Told him he should have ran a 5. He'd have been a little bit better, but you know, don't listen to Dad. I don't know. Don't listen to old 9 time. I don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? Don't listen to old 9 time. But hey, what's going on, and that's what you got going on, buddy? Pretty good race. What'd you think? All right, yeah. Yeah. All right, boys. Yep. Right, and hey, here's the thing right here, man. You know, next week we got Michigan points race. You guys got from now until then. Also, if you guys are running the Xfinity Series, we got the Xfinity Series starts here, you know, Monday night, man. This Monday, we're at Daytona in Xfinity. So you guys already signed up. If you guys got teams or whatnot, whatever. Be looking forward to running this Monday night, man. So, just wanted to give you guys a heads up on that too. Does Twinkie? That's a. I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready to close out right now. So give me a second, all right, man. Give me 1 second. Hey, Twinkie, how you doing? What's going on? All right, Mike. Good running tonight, little buddy. Good running. You're telling them right now because they can hear you. I got voices activated. Yep.
That works. My YouTube's MotorSports 24. Go check it out.
Yep.
Upload that in a second.
Well, all right, guys. Like I said, once again, we want to thank our sponsors: Mid Atlantic Motorsports, Mad Gamers, Super G Kush, and Mid Atlantic Gaming for hosting us tonight, and you know, obviously the donation, the $25 donation for the race winner. So we want to thank them, and congratulations to Muscle Cars 24. Good race to all the drivers tonight, and we'll see you guys next week.
What do you need?